And hello. See how everyone's doing. Get a few people in here. Hey, Brian. Hey, Rick.
Hey there, Brandon.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good. Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Awesome. Brian, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm good.
Good.
Away from
Any
home
deals
today.
popping up around?
What's that?
What was that?
I
Sorry.
said I'm away from home today, so I'm sitting here calling from the car.
There you go. There you go. That's awesome. Well, you get any deals out there in East Valley?
Well, so far we finished up the third one, and I'm looking at a couple of them right now that I find interesting, but we're going to go look at them on Monday.
Okay. That's awesome. Well, awesome. Rick, welcome. Jeff, welcome. So on this call, this is our easy flip community. This is our JV coal wholesaling. And part of what we do is try to figure out how to work with other investors and wholesalers. And a lot of times we're doing joint venture wholesaling. We're taking deals they already have under contract and finding buyers for those deals and selling those. And so part of this is trying to figure out how to have an ongoing influx of leads and deals and stuff. So the idea is to have zero cost marketing. In other words, not having to pay for like huge PPC budgets and direct mail and all that stuff, but having something where stuff is coming on a regular basis. So before I jump in, I just want to see if there's any wins going on, anything that people are having success with right now. So, or any questions as we get rolling. We're probably gonna, just to let everyone know, we usually do these calls every other Thursday at 4:30. We're gonna be changing that to a weekly format, but probably change it to an earlier time. Is that going to be a conflict for anyone if we do it a little bit earlier in the afternoon or anything like that? Not really.
No.
We're looking maybe keeping it on Thursdays or possibly Tuesdays, but maybe like either right before lunch or right after lunch. So I'm waiting to find out, and then I'll make sure we have announcements out and stuff like that. So but one of the things that we're going to have next week, we're going to have one of our friends on who's also done a lot of JV programs, a lot of co-wholesaling and stuff, and he's going to be walking through a CRM that he uses, and basically how the CRM can be set up where we can have our JV partners in there and then be able to have automations going out where they're sending us deals on a regular basis. So one of the things that I do want to do is just take a moment and kind of jump in the school community and kind of share, walk through this with everyone for a second and kind of show them where everything is for those that are just new here. So the easy flip community is the JV. I don't know, is that showing up there for you, Brian? Do you see it there?
Yeah, it's showing up.
Okay. All right, cool. So the classroom areas where we'll have the coaching call recordings for this year and last year's coaching call recordings. The quick start classes where I recommend everyone kind of start. And this blueprint is awesome for finding buyers. The other thing here is the calendar where we actually have the scheduled calls. Right here on the front community page, though, this is where you can find the resources and contracts and everything like that. And I just wanted to show everyone the little spreadsheet that we have here that's going to be very helpful, especially if you're trying to find deals in a certain area. So if you click on the Easy Flip Wholesaling Facebook group, this will have Facebook groups that we have them on tabs down here for the different states. So this is just like all the real estate influencers. You know, we have people like Alex Youngblood, Jacob Blanks, Alex Sines, Sal Shakir, Max Jimenez, Steve Trang, different folks on here. Then we have by states. Here's Indiana, here's Arizona. So these are all Facebook groups you can join and kind of stay on top of everything, and see what's going on. Let's see, yeah. Jump on. Sorry, I may have a special guest here. All right, so this is the Arizona groups, and then here's what we call the Hot 100 groups. So imagine having all these phone numbers and emails of all these wholesalers in your area into a database where you can have automation set up where they're reaching out, you're having stuff set out automatically, so you're kind of staying on top of what is active, what deals are active and stuff like that right now. So let's see if we may just have this buddy of ours jumping on here shortly. But this is the spreadsheet that everyone can have, and I can share that in this group here as well. Let's see here.
Hey, Brandon,
Yeah.
would you mind giving us an idea on how many of these you've actually turned on and lit up, and how you deal with the message flow from all of them? Because that would drive me nuts.
Oh, the automation, you mean?
Just something, if I go join 4 or 5 groups on these things, suddenly I've got, 40 different things coming into my phone, every hour.
Yeah, it depends on how you want to set it up. You don't have to go, like, if you're in those groups, you can also turn your messages off for those groups.
Right.
You can mute those.
So how do you deal with it? I mean, in order to sort of filter out, where those opportunities show up,
Mhm.
and not spend, 8 hours a day being annoyed by them.
It kind of depends if that's your process, if that's the way you want to do that. So I usually use it to post deals or to go hunt for deals. So that's how I use Face. I don't necessarily do a lot of posting all the time unless I'm really low on deals. And there's other ways. The key is to get them into a database and everything like that. So I just want to welcome my friend Ryan here. And Ryan, I don't know if I showed you this. Did I ever give you access to this, Ryan?
No, but I love this already. I remember you showed this to me though. This is where you keep track of all the Facebook group owners and things like that.
Yeah, owner, and then I have different states on here.
Yeah,
then,
no, you showed me when you were building this out. I haven't got it yet.
And then we got all the local wholesalers, and then different groups for Texas, North Carolina, Florida, stuff like that.
Dang.
Let me share this in the chat so you can have it.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Mr. Go Giver himself. There it is again.
Let's see if that went through. Awesome. So basically what I want to do, I just want to explain a little bit, for those of you who don't know, is Ryan's out here in Phoenix. He's been wholesaling for quite a while, a couple of years now, right, Ryan?
Actually, over 2 years, finally. I passed the 2-year mark.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
So I asked him real quick, hey, you mind jump on for 10 minutes real quick and just kind of talk about your background and talk about how you do the wholesaling and JV in your business right now. So would you just take a minute, kind of talk about how you got into this and what you're doing now, and how you guys are utilizing the idea of doing JV deals and wholesaling with your regular business as well?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Appreciate the opportunity. Try to keep my backstory short. I got in this business right in COVID. It was December 2019. Ran into a guy that I knew from before who was been in real estate for a long time. At this point, I was in a sales position, and I felt I was doing pretty well. And that gives you that, that momentum of, hey, I can do anything and I want to do more. So ran into to my old friend named Bill. He was still in it and doing very well. So he piqued my interest again. So I spent a lot of money on a big education package, thinking, hey, that's all I need to do. Let me buy this and I'm going to know everything. I can do anything. And man, did I get humbled. Again, spent a lot of money on it, and it does have a lot of good information in it, but without proper mentoring, networking and working, with a coach, so to speak, or somebody who's already been in the business, there was still a big learning gap. So I was doing my own business, wholesaling, not much, but still trying to do my own and doing my sales job. And I ran into it was a customer. And I told him what I was doing because he was a realtor, and he said, "Oh, you must know who Pace Morby is and Steve Trang." And I'm like, "No, never heard of him." He pulled up his laptop real quick, and I saw actually Max, Pace, and Steve all together on some sort of podcast, and it just grabbed my attention. And I told you this before, Brandon, because they were young, like I'm used to seeing like older, distinguished gentlemen in suits. In my opinion, like that's all who did real estate, really, rich guys. And I'm all, these guys are wearing their hats backwards, or they're wearing t-shirts like me. So it just caught my attention, just being honest there. And so I started following them. And I hired Steve and Max as coaches in the very beginning. And I was with them for probably 3-4 months. And during one of the coaching sessions, somebody else said, "Hey, dude, you teach everybody what you do. Aren't you scared that you're going to be competing with them?" They were like, "No, not at all. We want to help people get better, and we want to work with them eventually, because everyone still needs to work with other people and teach them the right way." And that just put an idea in my head. I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm local. You guys do that?" So I started pounding Steve and Max their phone, and because they didn't talk to me for like a month, but I was like, "Hey, I'm here, local. I want to come work with you guys." So finally got their attention. They asked me to come in, and we hit it off right off the bat. And I wanted something different. Again, I was doing decent with what I was doing before, but I wanted to scale. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be better, at what I was doing. So worked with Steve and Max for over a year together, learning the business. I worked as their integrator. I got to learn wholesaling from the front end, on the back end, a little bit of middle office. So I get to learn a little bit of everything. Some changes occurred, nothing bad. It was just a change for business. And Max and
What is
myself.
it like working in an office like that? Because a lot of these folks are just on their own. So they're not used to having other acquisitions people in the office, or a dispositions person, or a COO, or CEO, or a boss, or sales manager, any of that stuff.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. Obviously, Steve and Max, they're really good people, and they have things set up right. But to work with other acquisition reps, that was huge. I needed to hear what other people were saying, how they were going through the objections, the rebuttals, certain things I would have never known on my own. Like again, this may be common sense to you guys, but to double tap, triple tap, meaning call somebody 2 to 3 times in a row for them to pick up, I would have been like, "What? You guys do that? No way. You're going to bug people." No, that's what you got to do in order to get in touch with them. So really being able to see, for lack of a better term, how the hot dog is made, right? And it's not just what IG shows you, right? Well, the check, cool. I got a check and my bank account's growing. There's a lot to learn to it. So again, being around acquisition guys, learning what works, what doesn't work. You feed off each other, and it's really for me, like I said, it's why I'm still here doing what I'm doing. If I would have stayed doing this by myself, I don't know what would have happened. Again, I don't like to talk negative or in the past, but I'm here because I joined a group. I had my own business. One wasn't doing that great, but still, I was making good money at the other place, and I decided to let all that go. So put my pride aside, took half a step back, which is okay, because I knew what I was going to learn, what I was going to expose to. And that's even how I met Brandon Simmons. I mean, I was just sitting with Steve one day, and Steve's like, "Oh, hey, there's this guy named Brandon coming in. Never met Brandon before." He's like, "Hey, it's a good guy. You should just sit here and listen." That's all I did. I sat in the room and listened to him and Steve talk some stories. And I was like, I want to work with this guy. I want to talk to this guy. So you get exposed to other people in the business. You get exposed to other facets of the business, for lack of a better term, that you may not even know that you like, or that you can excel in, or that even exist, or that even makes money. There is so much this opens up to. Wholesaling is just the little piece of real estate. It really is.
And also, I think being in that office is a very unique situation, because part of Steve Trang, he does a podcast, right? He does the Real Estate Disruptors podcast, has a lot of people fly in from out of town and all these different gurus and experts in real estate and wholesaling and stuff, and they're coming through your office. So I bet you got to meet quite a few different people, didn't you?
100%. And I was intentional about not just waving at them or being, oh, that's Brandon Simmons. I want to go meet them, shake their hand, interact with them, and learn from them. Because again, when I met them through the office, it just going on the podcast, there was times where we needed to reach out to them later, or they were actually reaching out to me later for some help on certain things, and making that connection was crucial, right? Having that connection was crucial. So again, I'll say that a little earlier, being exposed to all the people I was exposed to, in the manner that I was exposed to, being able to learn and not have all the pressure of having to do acquisitions, dispositions, find buyers, find sellers, fill out the agreements to contracts, all the mundane things. It's a lot to do with one person. It really is. So it allowed me to learn different pieces of the business to feel good about, okay, now I'm ready to kind of, go my separate way or partner up with other people, whatever that may be, to do what was next. So
That's awesome. I love this. Now I got some specific questions for you. So on
Sure.
doing JV deals and wholesaling specifically, because we know there's a lot of marketing involved on direct to seller stuff. So this group we're kind of focusing on the zero cost marketing ideas, like how to do deals without spending a ton of money. A lot of them beginners, or maybe they already have businesses, but they're just trying to supplement deals without spending a lot of extra money on marketing. What are some things that you do? How do you get deals doing wholesaling JV deals?
Yeah, so good point. There again, that's one thing that Max and I did. We dug in, meaning how can we generate business without spending a lot of money, right? Because we broke off on our own, the market shifted, and so we had to be smart about what we were doing. So what helps is networking. Like I was saying, when Brandon was saying, when they came in the office, I made it intentional to talk to everybody. So when I started veering off, I was reaching back out to them and reintroducing myself and letting them know what I can do for them. So I was trying to provide value to other people with my strength. So whatever my strength is, every one of you have your strength. I've used this, or I've heard this before. As long as you have one ingredient to bake the pie, you can always find other people that are going to help. So maybe some of you are really good at talking to sellers and negotiating. So that's what I would advertise myself. Social media is huge. Documenting what you do, how you do it. Don't be embarrassed. Don't think it's got to be perfect. Just show what you're doing. Show yourself talking to buyers. Sellers, excuse me, if you're acquisition. Talk about an experience, post it, and then ask. There's your ask. Hey, anybody need help talking to sellers, negotiating with sellers? Here's some experiences I had. Here's how I was able to help them. Reach out to me, DM me, things like that. So that's one way, right? Is documenting what you're doing, showing people what you're good at, and letting them know I can help with that piece of it. Really get involved. Brandon was huge with this on me. I listened to a lot of stuff Brandon told, obviously, as you know, as you guys should as well. I went to every meetup I possibly could, and I didn't want to. It sounds good in theory. Oh yeah, I'm going to go. But then the day kicks you in the mouth. You get hungry. You're not eating. Maybe it's an hour drive to get there. And it's like, I don't know anybody at 6 o'clock at night. Go to them. Those have been the best ones that I've ever gone to, is the ones that I almost did not go. Even one time I even told myself, true story, I'm not going to go here if there's not a parking spot. And there was one parking spot. And I was like, I'm going. But that's where you meet the people and you start just talking. Hey, what do you do? What are you good at? What do you need help on? What are your challenges? And you find somebody on the other side that is like, hey, I got buyers galore. I know all the buyers in Phoenix, wherever that may be. You want to reach out and say, man, let's collab, let's work together. Right. There's no sense of us, trying to work on getting acquisitions. And then we stop getting acquisitions because now we got to go and disposition the deal. Then we got to start all over again. Why don't we just, steady Eddie, work together and continue to get deals. So again, kind of getting back to Brandon, sorry if I'm going all over the place.
No,
here.
I in fact, I'm taking some notes. This is good.
Yeah. So I can't stress enough on networking. I can't stress enough on making yourself uncomfortable by reaching out and talking to other people. And social media, I always say Instagram, but social media is huge. It's not, and I grew up in I don't want to do pictures of myself and what I'm eating. Like, that's so stupid. Why do people do that? That's not what social media is about for this. Don't think of it that way. Don't get that out of your head. This is, again, your digital resume, so to speak. That's the best way that I can describe it. And it documents your journey. People are watching you, whether you believe it or not. I've had people who have waited for me to do a certain amount of things and then finally reached out to me and said, I've been watching you for the last 6 to 8 months, talk about this. And then they would bring me something that I can work on with them based off of stuff that they've been seeing me do. And I had no idea who they were, but it was because I was consistent.
Can I show them a little bit what you're doing on your social media?
Absolutely. 100%.
I'm going to share my screen real quick. So we'll jump on Facebook real quick. By the way, love it. You know, very, very personal. You got some family stuff on here, right? And you know, you want to have it optimized, updated, you know, with what's going on now. I love your sharing like inspirational stuff, collaborating with Max on stuff. You got deals on here, right?
Yep.
And in fact, I think I tagged 2 guys. I don't know if they have reached out to you or not, but those are two buddies that are wholesaling in that area too. You know, another deal on here, you know, sharing a link to another video or maybe a meeting. Is this
that's our show. We have a show called Club Collab, which is what Brandon is talking about right now, collaboration. Every Tuesday at 7, we have the who's who on, sharing and opening up their book on what they do. And this is, again, promoting collaboration. That's really what our show is all about.
That's beautiful. Oh, and here's some wins, right?
Yep. Always gotta show a little bit of that.
This is important. This is what we need to be doing on our own social media. And then you can go in those groups too and like celebrate. Hey, look, we got 3 deals, and who's looking to work with some more people, right? Another deal on here. Like this, you're using this for business. This is, and this is important. Look, more, by the way, you guys' social media videos are awesome. That's you speaking at the Wholesale Sharks. I saw that. That was great. Right. Ray's awesome guy. And by the way, you can leverage other people's audiences, right? You can be the cool kid that has the parties, have them on your social media, you know, podcast or YouTube channel or whatever. Another deal here. Look, another, and by the way, this is the key, getting to know the local people in your area, having them on your social media, interviewing them. And, you know, you may not feel like you're doing a lot of deals, but hey, Ryan's doing a lot of deals, right? And then you can have them on talking about their success. And now they are connecting you with them as well. And then your Instagram here as well. It's a little bit harder to probably see it on here. You got Reels. This is great. And Reels are YouTube shorts, and Reels are really big. Are you doing YouTube as well, right?
Yeah, that's the latest right now. That's why a lot of these last few reels, they're a little bit different because they're driving audience to my YouTube channel, because that's what we feel everything is leading to. So I use Instagram to say, hey, I'm still here, but I'm really pushing people to YouTube.
Love it.
So you'll start seeing this is a little bit more.
You guys are doing that Alex Hermosi kind of look at that.
Yes, yeah.
That's good.
That rip thing was about real estate, I promise, guys. That was just to get people to click.
Well, the thing of it is, here's, you know, you're posting stuff. So those are all the reels. Here's posts. You know, this is great. Same type of stuff, right? And then you got your stuff, you're tagging people, or you're tagged in, right? So
and just an example, guys, real quick, what Brandon picked, the very first thing, it was my page. Brandon was on it, and you see how easy it was. He tagged 2 people he knew in the business that, hey, you buy in this area. Just something as simple as that. People are looking at your pages. I promise you they are. And
Positions.
You just started this, right? And
I just started that. That.
Yeah. So this is, that's very smooth, right? And by the way, this is, how much does it cost us to start a YouTube channel?
Nothing.
$0, right? Your own Instagram, your own Facebook, and then like here's Max, your buddy here.
Yeah, here's my partner here.
And then,
he's a lot more established, so he has a lot more in here, guys. He would be the one to look at too. He's got a lot of stuff.
You know, you notice, if you notice, there's some colors, right? There's black and red. That's part of your branding, right? You can do whatever you want, but a lot of this is just figuring out what you want. And videos are important. Like there's the key is consistency on putting stuff out there. And then especially the YouTube shorts and the reels are going to be really big now. So This is all great stuff, Ryan. And you're hitting on all the big stuff, the social media, networking, right? One of the things I was going to ask too is community. Do you guys, I know you guys, when you guys were working with Steve, you guys had the Real Estate Disruptors Facebook group, right? Do you guys have a group going on yet for?
So what Max, so it's mainly Max, isn't Max, I'm part of it obviously, but he's kind of heading this up. We have two things. I believe there's a closers lab with a closer circle on Facebook, but the most recent thing he's pushing everything to Discord. Because the belief behind that, I'm not too technical, guys, but the belief behind that is with social media, they change their algorithms. That's how a lot of people make their money, right? So we can't control how
Here's
Facebook.
lab. By the way,
IG
this is new. This isn't even that old at all.
Yeah, brand new. Actually, not a month or two, maybe at the most.
January. So now also here's like Real Estate Disruptors, just so you guys know, this is the old group that they were in, and they had, I don't know how many in that
I think
group.
it was over 10K back then.
Yeah, almost 10,000 members there, right? So, and you did a lot of posts in here at the time and would get a lot of deals from here. And now you're doing Discord, you said?
Yeah, Discord. So now Discord is the main thing because Max feels that he owns it. There's nothing that's going to get changed on it that's going to affect how he does business.
Yeah. What's the name? Is it Closers Lab?
Yes. Let me just double check. Closers Lab.
Let me see if I can find it. Or Closer.
The Closers Lab is what it's called.
Yeah. I'm not a member of it yet, so I may not be able to find it. So let me see here. Where do I go to search? I'm not very familiar with.
I'm seeing if I can find you, Brandon P. I just invited you. Wait, that's you. Are you Brandon P? That's not you.
No,
you were right underneath him. I clicked the wrong one. Dang it.
There it is.
Okay.
Let me join here. Verify here. And then let's see, what's this? iServer rules. I don't know the interaction failed.
Try it again. I've done that before. It's got to refresh, maybe.
Oh, let me refresh. Hit refresh. I'm also doing the web browser instead of the app on my.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. We're in here now. So I will. So it just looks like it just got going too, huh?
Yeah, he just started this 2-3 weeks ago. Got a little bit over 100 members right now. But for example, here's an example today. Oh, there's one of my posts just did today. We got a list of verified buyers. I did a post about it and people
relationships are everything.
Reaching out.
Yeah, that's all. So is there if I hit play for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Take a look at this right now. Just received verified buyers, over 57,000 verified buyers in one of our best markets, North Carolina. You have deals in North Carolina, need help moving them, you know who to reach out to, hit me up.
And what I like about this, for those of us that are shy about like being on camera, right? You just took a picture of your laptop there.
Yeah.
Video of your laptop.
And that's, again, just to go back, guys, when you're documenting what you're doing, it don't have to be you either. Like, show the program you're using. If you're comping a property, Brandon, you told me this. This is really from Brandon. Record yourself comping a property, post it, check out this property, this comp, this is the ARV, this is what I'm going to lock it up at. If you need help evaluating or comping properties, DM me a message, reach out to me, I can help you, right? That's how you start building relationships. But comping was big. I got to get back into that, but I used to do last year free Zooms or live. That's what it was. Yeah. Live on IG. I would get everyone over to my Zoom and just start comping some deals and helping people out. Out of that, maybe 25 to 50, just depending on who would show up. A handful, 3 to 5 would start reaching out to me and say, I got this deal. I don't know what to do with it. We would comp it together. It was a deal. So who would they work with? They would work with us. Right. So that was all just because I did free comping session on Zoom.
Right? I love this because you're hitting all the things that I think that we should be talking about, right? Is networking, social media, and community. You're building all of that, really. And a lot of it can be done for free. It just takes some time.
Yeah, it's really is. We're just working right now. Like I told you earlier, Brandon, we were talking on the phone. We're just grinding right now, and that's being intentional with everything we're doing. And if it doesn't add value, then we're not working on it. We're not doing it.
I'm trying to find what I did with that Discord now, darn it. Hold on a second. Where did I thought I just, oh, there it is. So here you built your own, this is your community, your all's
Mhm.
community, right? And Discord you can do for free, correct?
Yeah, you can. Although Max did pay, it was less than $100. He paid a guy to set it up for him, all the channels, because Max didn't want to spend time on it. But you can
Yeah.
do it by yourself. But if not,
Oh,
he went to
wow.
Fiverr.
Look at all that, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, less than $100. He went to Fiverr. That's an app, guys. You can have someone create this for you if you need it.
Beautiful. And that's, so think about this. So let's just kind of just think about this. We're talking about networking, and that's actually going in person, right? To events locally. Now they also have, networking you do on, social media and
Like
stuff, but
social
social
media,
media.
yeah.
So you're using Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. Anything else I'm missing there on that?
No, we're not big on TikTok, but the reels, like we're posting on TikTok again, just to get I'm trying to say traffic, right? Just get out there, get as many people as possible. It's leveraging. We post the same thing on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Discord, TikTok. Like you're leveraging all different types of social media, and you're going to hit different audiences. So again, you're just casting the biggest net you possibly can.
And this community, I like you have a Facebook group.
Yep.
Let me hit on that. So Facebook group, Discord channels, or Discord group, I should say. And this is all this really, if you think about this, folks, it doesn't take a lot of money to do this. It does take some time though, right?
Yeah, this is time investment, time capital.
Yeah.
Hardly any money capital at all, really. You can do all this for free.
And a lot of it, if you have your laptop and a cell phone, a lot of this can be done right here. Now, is there any secrets that you're doing to do your own social media? Like do you go live, or do you do do you post like a video of yourself on a reel and then post it? Or do you feel like you have to spend a lot of time doing editing on stuff? Or
No. Full disclosure, I have a guy that does it for me now, but we take imperfect action. It's a little bit too busy, and I'm not trying to sound douchey, but yeah, I have Max's son helps me out with my social media. Before that though, it was just my phone or somebody else holding it, or getting a stand and turning it around and just filming me do what I had to do. You got to get over it not being perfect. I'm telling you, it was smashed in my head a lot. I was like, but I'm doing this, but I look like that. Doesn't matter. You got to get over that. I'm telling you, like everyone told me, just get it up there. My best videos are the ones I thought were the worst ones ever. Almost, I shouldn't even posted it. I can't tell you how many times I hear that from other people too. I promise you, I would not lie to you. Just get it up there and set it and forget it. Keep going. Don't worry about it.
Are you collecting contact information and creating a CRM or using anything like that for these type of co-wholesaling?
Yes, right now we're in Podio just because Max has had that built out. But I've just used a basic spreadsheet and broke it down like you showed in the beginning of this meeting, Brandon. I actually have something similar to that for
just a Google sheet is fine.
Google sheet, yeah, that's it. Absolutely. The Podio CRM, the reason we got that right now is because we actually hired a few people. We got acquisition team, disposition team now. So we need an actual CRM for communication, tracking, and things of that nature. But back when it was Max and me, all spreadsheets.
That's awesome.
All Google. Yep.
Is there anything I'm missing on ideas that you guys are doing on the zero cost?
Zero cost. Here's another good way to find buyers. If you guys are looking to find buyers, and I got to give credit to David Olds. He's the OG of Dispo. It taught me this.
Awesome.
Go to every Facebook group you can that, for real estate, whatever it is. Once you're in the group, go to the search bar within the group and type in @gmail.com. And then hit enter because you're going to take you to everyone that has their emails, and those are all buyers, right? Because they're saying, hey, send me the information on this property. I'm going in there and just taking all the buyers from North Carolina, And then I'm calling them and say, hey, I got properties. And some of them have their phone numbers in there. And do gmail.com. Gmail is the most widely one used. So that's what I would do. You can do
Okay,
Yahoo
so
if you want.
I put this here, everyone, and I'll share this document with everyone right now, so you have it. Let me just I'm gonna put Ryan Overcash. And
They're borrowed secrets.
yeah, I mean, hey, that's how the best stuff is, right?
Yeah.
So let me just hit copy here. I'll throw this in the chat. So this will be a live document you guys can see. Now let's just try that out. Let's go to Facebook for a second. And then we'll click on a group. So let's go to wholesale houses. How about wholesale houses full-time? See what that looks like. Okay, and then we'll do, they may not allow posts in here, I don't know. See what happens. Look at that. So you think there's a few email addresses in here? Or is it in the top in the post?
Either way, it should be both. It should be both. Yeah, you should start pulling up in there.
Gotcha.
Oh, what type
You
of
know
group
what?
is this?
I think I
Brandon? Is
need to
this-
go to a different group, wholesale. Houses. Or do Arizona.
Yeah, I do Arizona, like fix and flips, something like that. Because this one looks like it's more people posting.
Yeah, this is more of a coaching one.
Yeah, not really asking for.
Yeah,
There we
it's like fix and flips or Arizona Real Estate Club, maybe. And then
Yep.
do
Gmail.com.
at gmail.com. Oh, let me go to a different one. There we go. Now you're scraping a bunch of buyers, huh?
Yep. That's basically what we do right there. And some of them are going to have phone numbers. Then you can even think of other keywords like multi, right? If you go into a group and type in multi, whatever, you might see people all pop up for multifamily. So it's just different ways of keywords of finding, finding buyers. There's another one, a couple of them there.
Yeah, the @ symbol, huh?
Yep.
That does it. That's beautiful. This is great. And
There's
then-
phone number.
Yeah, it's a JV partner, and a lot of this is just putting a spreadsheet together, right? You get your hot
Mhm.
100 wholesalers, like we talked about, and your hot 100 cash buyers, and you keep growing that. Just keep
Absolutely.
going.
And you guys got to reach out to them, right? Just reach out. Hey, I found your information, and just start talking to them. What are you looking for? Or if they're not buyers or sellers, or like, hey, do you have properties you come across where you don't have buyers for? Find what everyone is looking for, what the need is. And then, like Brandon's always done, he connects, right? This is the person that has the answer. Here's the question. That is connect them together.
Look, I love this. This is Brittany posted in here.
Look at that. Yeah, Brittany.
Where are my
She's
buyers
awesome.
at? Casa Grande. I even like the little thing there.
Mhm.
That's awesome. And that's really, it doesn't have to be that crazy, right? You don't have, if you notice, there's no address there. This just gets people to like, hey, what do you have?
Yep. And then, right there, like, hey, that's a buyer, right? So maybe you just go friend that guy and then you message him direct.
Look, add
Hey, I
me
see
to
that
your
you-
buyers list. So there's 2 right there.
Boom.
Right.
There
And
it
you
is.
know that they're looking at Casa Grande. So also now you're going to message those folks, get them on the phone, right? Try to get their phone number, get their name, and have a little quick interview with them and find out their buy box and stuff. What was the other thing you searched for? Was it multi, you said?
Like multi, yeah, like just type it in like keywords.
There you go.
And then, depending on what you're looking for, right? Like if you're looking for that, just type it in, and in the group, it'll start pulling out anything with multi in there.
That's great. Like another multi. This is perfect. I have someone, and I know you're doing some stuff in North Carolina, but just to let you know, I have one of my coaching mentoring students has a buyer that's looking for, let me see, Greensboro, North Carolina, or Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They have 2 weeks to place a bunch of 1031 money.
Ooh.
And then another one here locally, I have one of my good friends that is liquidating some properties and wants to buy like a $2 million Airbnb in the Phoenix market.
In the Phoenix market. Ooh, wee.
Wants to make at least $7,000 a month or more off the Airbnb. So if you know anyone on here too, just let you know. So now, by the way, this is what we do. Hey, Ryan, do you know anyone looking for this? He asked me, right? And you go to networking events, you're going online, you're doing groups, you're talking to people, you're messaging people. And this can be done without any cost, and you can do deals together. And if you close a JV deal, it's all profit, right? It's, you know,
all profit.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
And the more of going out, sorry, real quick, Brandon, the more you
No,
go
go
to the
ahead.
meetups, the more people see you. Because again, some people are going to wait and be like, oh yeah, you probably be your first time, they'll be gone in a week. And the more you go, they're like, okay, this person's been here a few times, and they're going to start to open up and engage with you even more. They start to build trust that, hey, this guy is not just our guy or gal, excuse me, is not just here for a second and gone the next second. Because a lot of people are in and out of this business.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. You know, I met Donna and Brian in Azaria meetups.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
that's
Donna,
great.
you look familiar. I wonder if I've seen you there then, because you look familiar when you came on.
Well, as I'm at Azaria, every Azaria since I started about a year and a half ago. So
Oh, awesome. Yeah. I'm sure we have cross paths. I
She's
haven't
a
been there in
realtor.
about a month.
She's doing fix and flip. She's doing land. She's doing
Ooh.
wholesale.
Well, not
Land.
fix and flips, sub two, like short hold, like lease options, and then flipping. Yeah. Wholesaling land and houses. In Arkansas, my specialty is probate.
Probate. Okay, cool.
And Brian's looking for stuff in East Valley, like Chandler area and stuff like that. Is that correct, Brian?
Yeah, we're actually in the midst of a decent sized 1031 of our own. And we need about 3 more houses in the next 2-3 months to finish out the project. Single families, and we're East Valley, Chandler, Gilbert, Mesa. We have kind of a specific criteria that we look for, but you know, I prefer just to kind of do the classic 1,300 square foot 3-2s.
Okay.
Pool in good shape or bad shape, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Brian and Donna, are you okay if I share your contact information with Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. In fact, I've
Appreciate
been
that. Thank
meaning
you.
to go and catch Donna at one of the Asria meetings.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's awesome. This is how everyone gets connected. I love this.
I'm supposed to be at a deal finders meeting in about 45 minutes, but I kind of graduated, but I'm still going because it's good networking.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Absolutely.
So I just sent you both of their contacts to you, Ryan. So
Thank you. I'll text you guys both too, all my information, and at your convenience, we can all connect. And I already took some notes too, so I know exactly a little bit of what you guys are looking for.
I love the little nuggets you gave us about using the @ symbol in Gmail and using the word multi in these Facebook groups. Any other cool little stuff that you want to leave us with? And thank you so much for spending so much time with us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, brother. I love this, man. Like there was a time where I had nothing to give. Right. I was like, tell me everything. Right. Learning. So the opportunity now that I can help give back and provide anything that helps anybody get better. I love it. And that's what I'm here for. Cause again, I wouldn't be here if Brandon, for you, weren't helping me the way that you have too as well. So let me think about any other hacks or any other cheat
This is
codes I
great.
have.
This is great stuff. I mean,
While you're thinking about it, there used to be a couple little tools to do the scraping, so you don't have to hand copy and paste. It's scraped
Yeah.
right out of those groups.
Oh, sweet.
you know what I have found, by the way, is there are people like on Fiverr and stuff
Fiverr, yeah.
that build those bots, and they have like nice little bots that'll kind of get these wholesale groups and stuff like that. So you
Yeah,
know.
it's probably not that expensive either. Cause yeah, I started off the old fashioned way, but now again, we get a VA to get that stuff done. And I heard about the scraping stuff. I'm not there yet. I'm not smart enough for that, but that's why I want to network more and find someone who knows that and can help us, do scrape data. Cause we have more data than we can think of.
Ryan, what do you
Um,
do with when do you try and blast those people or do you one-on-one reach out to them?
Which part? Oh, you talking about like when I scrape the emails?
Yeah, when you grab
Oh
buyers.
no, that's
contact-
101. Yeah, that's work. Cause I want to develop a relationship. I'm looking to
Right.
see who's real. I've done this enough to like, depending on how they talk, what they say, it can like, yeah, this guy's a joke or this girl's a joke. No, this person's really serious. So it may not be a deal right now, but I'm like, man, next time I get a deal in South Carolina or next time I get a deal in Florida, this person is legit. And then I also keep an eye out for any one of my friends who go, hey, I need a buyer in Florida. I'm like, boom, got you. I just found this person. I talked to them on the phone. They're legit. Let me go ahead and connect you. Right. And then we work out a little bit of a split. But yeah, I did it the old fashioned way because I had to. That's where I was, Brian. I didn't have it. And I had the resources or the help. I just had to dig in and start
Sure,
calling.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show something real quick. I gotta be careful what I show on here because some stuff I don't want to show for everyone. So,
She's like, I want to know.
yeah, because this may end up on social media. So let's see here. Here I have, so right here it says, I just type in email on my Google Drive. If you look here, I have email lists for realtors in all 50 states.
Yes, sir.
I have email lists for tons of the wholesaling Facebook groups. Like Brian, you were just talking about how to scrape that stuff. So that's some of that stuff there. So
Yeah.
And we'll talk a little bit later because I need a little help getting some of those realtor lists. We'll trade some stuff.
yeah, you get so and like if you go to Dr. Bill's real estate, like here I'll tell you
That's what
exactly
it is,
what
huh?
like this is one of the resources. I don't know if you've been to Dr. Bill's or not, Ryan.
No, only when you show. I was actually so funny you say this because I was talking to the Max today, and we wanted to get a list. And I'm like, Brandon told me one time when he was teaching me, I'm all some doctor. I got to find out who it is, and here it is, Dr. Bill.
So like if you go here, this is the nationwide list. So you see how much it costs for the nationwide list here. If you just want the emails, it's $2,400. If you want the emails with the cell phones, it's $3,500.
Chief, I did.
I got me there. So I'll help you out.
Perfect.
So-
No, cool. And anything I can do to help out back, brother. We're right there for you.
But also just to let everyone know, just like I had a VA, just go through and go to those Facebook groups, put the links in there. So that way it's easier for my students to go in, join those Facebook groups in the different states. It's already there. It's already on a spreadsheet. And then also go and scrape like We Buy Houses, Atlanta, Georgia, right? And then collect all the phone numbers and websites and names and then you're just that much farther ahead. And now that is your CRM, right? You can move that into a CRM. Now,
Yes.
next week, this is a little teaser for next week. Next week, we're going to have a guy who you ever run of those, Ryan may understand this. There's certain integrators, right? That just love tinkering with things and creating automations and setting up all this stuff. So I'm bringing on a guy next week that kind of has a white labeled a CRM that is very affordable out there. A lot of you may have heard of Go High Level or Aria Reply, or a lot of these companies use these CRMs that it does phone calls, it does text messages, does emails, and there's automations you can set up. So imagine taking that little spreadsheet of all those with the phone numbers, the names, and the emails, and you just upload the spreadsheet into the CRM, right? So you have a couple hundred in there. We'll just start with a small number, right? Couple hundred in there. And then you set it up to send them a text message and an email once a week. Hey, bro, what's going on? Hey, and you can have it where it goes, puts their first name in the email, puts their first name in the text message. Anything new? Hope you're doing well. Just want to see any good deals coming up. And you make it very like matter of fact, very friendly, right? And then it gets sent out automatically. You don't have to think about it. And then you can, if it's an email, you just put your cell phone in there. Hey, call me on my cell phone if you got a good deal that I can help sell, right? Now think about the the superpower of having that automated, you know? So a little teaser, next week, we're
yes.
gonna have a guy named Nick Gonzalez on here. He's gonna talk
Ooh.
about how he's kind of put a lot of this stuff together. So.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. That is key right there, because that's basically like having another
Employee
team,
or something.
yeah, employee. I don't know what word to say. Team member doing work for you. It's automated. It's always touching. It's always sending out, doing drip campaigns, automations. That is key. That is really good too. We're always looking for help in that area.
So, have you, Rick, did you have a question?
Yes, I had a question. Like, what CRM is Ryan using for himself?
Yeah, right now we're using Podio. It has some automations available in it. I don't know how beefed up what's the name, Nix, or sorry, is it Nix? Yeah. But yeah, we're using Podio right now.
And that
Podio
has
is,
automations. You can build all the same stuff. It doesn't, I'm tool agnostic. I don't care what tools or CRMs or softwares that everyone uses. It's just a matter of having it set up in a way that works for you.
Mhm.
And that you're using in a way that helps you get deals, right? So
Podio is pretty heavy duty. It comes out of Citrix, and it's really more of a corporate kind of base, but a lot of real estate people use it.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
my buddy Joe McCall latched onto it right when it came out, and everyone started using it.
right.
know.
And then Joe went over and started promoting Freedom Soft. And
Yeah,
and Freedom Soft's pretty good, but because I'm still an old geek, I'm looking for something where it's like what Ryan's talking about. Is your business, you're adapting it all the time.
Mhm.
And some of these systems, you get into them and you spend all your time adapting to the system. And then when you get to that moment where your business is shifting, it's like, well, damn, it doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. So I'm still, I know the background tech, so I'm curious, Brandon, are you comfortable sharing what the CRM is that Gonzalez is going to talk to us about, or?
it's Go High Level. It's a white label of Go High Level. He's made his own.
Okay,
So he's kind of, what happens with Go High Level, it's made for a lot of different, it's kind of a general CRM. A lot of digital marketers use it. A lot of real estate people use it. It has text, email, it can record your calls. It has ability to send a text blast, and the ability to send an email blast, and an ability to send a voicemail blast, like a ringless voicemail blast.
right.
too.
And that's one side of it. The other side of it that I'm always frustrated with is a call comes in. Have I seen that number before? Can I tap it into and that's classic CRM stuff.
Mhm.
Is can I tag that number and immediately pop up and see what my history is on that? And I can figure out where I got it from and what conversations, that kind of stuff. So some of them are amazing on the blasting side, and a little weak on the inbound side. So I'm still, like I said, I'm still a geek. I'm still looking at this shit. And just Ryan, if you're still using spreadsheets, there is a little tool out there that I like that I use a lot. It's called Airtable,
Mhm.
and it will convert your spreadsheets into a database that is really flexible and easy to use. And my wife is in love with it. So
Yeah,
anyway,
Thank
it's,
you. Thank you.
a
that's
lot of them are free until you grow to too many contacts.
There's also there's a cool little thing. I'm going to share two little things, and maybe you guys have heard of this, maybe you haven't, but Ryan, you kind of get my creative juices flowing thinking about stuff, just so you know. So one is called Appsumo. You can they have all these different software. So like I just typed in spreadsheet text, right? Text SMS. So let's see here. Here's Shorty SMS for $19. I can use this, automate SMS marketing campaigns, and just by uploading the text, the spreadsheet in here, it has a phone number. You can buy a phone number, and then it sends out text messages, and it has these other ones that are on here. This is one that a lot of people have used. So like, you don't have to buy a big expensive CRM, right? You can buy something for this, a one-time fee of $19. It's a lifetime cost. And then you pay, I think, for your phone number you're going to use, or maybe, I don't know if you use caller ID and use a different number, and then you just upload the spreadsheet and it does it for you. You can even have it scheduled and all that good stuff a lot of times. So that's one. Have you heard of Chat GPT yet, Ryan?
I just did just recent. Oh yes, that's what. Yes, this thing is
OpenAI.
awesome.
So I just typed in this prompt while we're on here. I said, write a short email to my wholesale real estate friend, asking if he has any good wholesale real estate deals this week. And it said, request for wholesale real estate deals on subject line. Dear friend, hope this email finds you well. I was wondering if you have come across any good wholesale real estate deals this week and would like to share with me. I'm actively looking for new opportunities to invest in and would love to hear about any potential leads you might have. Let me know if you have anything. Now, I'm going to even make this shorter. Make this a shorter text SMS message and make it kind of funny. Hey friend, miss me already? Just kidding. I'm on the hunt for some hot wholesale real estate deals and thought of you. Getting juicy leads from me this week? Don't keep me waiting, with winky face.
I haven't even used it like that, dude. Holy, Brandon, you are creative with this. I just found this and this thing is awesome.
Oh, this thing is beyond off. It's off the charts.
Yeah, I have two daughters in school and I haven't told them about it because I know they'll start cheating. And I'm like,
Oh
no.
yeah. But think about we're trying to be creative, we're trying to be unique, we're trying to think of a new message or a new follow-up camp. You can just now watch this. Create 10 variations of these follow-up messages for texting. And now it's going to give me 10 text messages that I can upload into my CRM. And now I can just have it set up for my automations. Hey, number one is just checking on those wholesale real estate deals. Any updates? Hey, friend's name. My investment portfolio is feeling a little lonely. Can you help me find a new friend? Hope all is well. Just wanted to see if you have any new wholesale real estate opportunities for me. And then like fingers crossed emoji, right? Happy face. See how it's doing all this stuff?
This is awesome, dude.
And by the way, it's doing it as we're looking at it right now. This is how quick it works.
Hey, Brandon, I got a friend that's been using ChatGPT to write little plug-in add-ons for websites WordPress add-ons. The damn thing is so smart that it's not just text and conversation.
I'll show you something I did. Now, Ryan, this may be fun for you too. Think about when you're talking to people, you want to give something away. You want to be a giver, right? So one of the things I did here, this is my website, brandontheman.com. This 5 creative financing real estate strategies ebook. I did this all on ChatGPT. Wrote the whole ebook on it. And it's 5 creative strategies for real estate. And so this is a freebie I give away, right? And they book a call with me.
Dude, that's awesome. Wow.
So I know you spent a lot of time with us, man. Thank you so much for jumping on. I didn't mean to take too much of your time. I appreciate you being on here.
100%. Thank you for inviting me, Brandon. I appreciate your help. It's very nice meeting all of you. I'm sure Brandon will share my information. If any of you guys need help, don't hesitate to reach out.
Talk to you soon, Ryan.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
All right, everyone, let's have a great week. Let's go get some deals. Let's do some co-wholesaling, collaboration over competition. We got this.
Heck yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Brandon.